Coming up next on Abrasive and Proud of It Live.
Welcome to Abrasive and Proud of It Live, Klingspor's Woodworking Shop, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. I'm Mike Z, and in the studio is Chris. And Chris, what do we got in front of us today?
Well, this is my mood color chart. It helps me determine what mood I'm going to be in today. And I'm excited.
So you're
We're
yellow?
talking about a lot of cool email specials.
Well, should we talk about the email specials that are still going on from last week, and then we'll jump into this?
Yeah, man. Let them know what they missed.
All right, so we have the 3-piece magnets at $18.12 and out. The scroll saw belts are on sale, 1/4-inch and 1/2-inch, both pinned and pinless. We also have the 11-piece craft carver set, save 15% until the end of the month. This will include 11 actual tools, 1 handle. Sorry about that. 10 tools, 1 handle, and a tool roll, as well as a project piece that you can get started on right away. Great gift for anyone who's looking to get into carving. We also have the 3 knife starter set for chip carving. This is on sale until the end of the month. 30% off books for scroll sawing. Great time to get a scroll saw book for that scroller in your life. We also have the Seneca Woodworking domino adapter. So if you have a Domino 700 or know someone that does, and you want to be able to use the smaller dominoes from the 500 series from Festool, this is a great addition to give yourself or somebody you know to be able to turn the 700 into a combo domino machine. Also ending tomorrow is the Shaper Origin and Workstation $500 value. You'll get 2 free classes, Phil Marley. You'll also have the free Sys1 sustainer and a complete system discount with free shipping. Don't forget to check out Shaper Origin for a handheld CNC difference you can feel. If you're also looking at a CNC, now's a great time to save on a water-cooled spindle with Next Wave CNC. They'll be offering a 2 horsepower water cool spindle kit with any purchase of a 520 or a 510 HD model. So you don't have to worry about getting a router for this. You'll actually go ahead and get yourself a water cooled spindle for free. Brie Wax is also on sale. Make sure you check out the addition of beautiful colors to your workpiece with Brie Wax Finishing Systems. And now we'll start this week's email, which is 10% off General Finishes milk paints. What you got there, Chris?
Yeah, if you've never used milk paint, you're kind of missing out. They got a lot of really cool colors. It's considerably different than normal paint. It goes on a little different, and certainly looks a little different. You can easily coat it with something, but you get a lot of these vibrant colors. You get sort of that old school milk paint look. And this particular product from General Finishes does come pre-mixed, so you don't have to mix it with water or anything else. You just give it a little stir and brush it on. I've gotten to where I really like the look that this gives on certain pieces of furniture, especially if you're trying to create some new unique look. You don't have to go full solid. You can actually brush a coat on, wipe that off, and give it sort of a see-through look. Very cool. A lot of techniques being used nowadays in the finishing world. The milk paint is a great option, and it can be brushed, sprayed, wiped, or poured.
Yes, yeah. And the General Finishes milk paint is exterior interior rated, so you don't actually have to have an exterior coating on it to protect it. But if you have something where it might be getting dirty, like say lawn care furniture, something along those lines, it would be a good idea to use General Finishes Exterior 450 over that. But yes, interior, exterior rated, easy to apply, 10% off, which by the way is a lot cheaper than other online places on our normal price. So I just want to throw that out there. What about Mahoney's walnut oil? If you know Mike Mahoney, he makes awesome bowls. Well, he also came out with a walnut oil utility finish, one of my personal favorites for doing wood turning. If you have to have something where you're actually going to want to use it in a food safe environment, so it hardens for a food safe satin finish on bowls, butcher blocks, wooden utensils, and other wooden utility ware. Also works great on finished furniture and other wood products. 16 fluid ounces. It will slowly dry over time, but it is safe to use the second that you finish it.
And the nice thing about it is it's an easy product to just simply reapply and maintain if you're looking for that sort of nice hand rubbed luster. And then of course we've also got the oil wax finish as well to pair along with that. So these two go along as great partners to leave your wood looking beautiful and give it that food safe finish that you need.
Absolutely. The walnut oil wax combination is a blend of beeswax, carnauba wax, and the walnut oil. But what this does will allow you to be able to buff the sheen higher if you want something more than a flat to satin type finish. So if you're looking for an overall great food safe finish, but you want it to be a little bit shinier without that plasticky look, the Mahoney's oil wax finish is a great choice. What
Yep, and I've
about
used it on several pieces just as a finish all by itself. Not necessarily looking for food safe, but easy to apply, gives a nice look. Very, very beautiful.
Absolutely. And what about some pen blanks? Are we looking for maybe Ebony Pen Blanks? A 10 pack is 15% off now. So if you want a true dark tone to your pens, but are natural wood and not plastic, the Ebony Pen Blank is the answer.
For sure. I remember back in my days of turning pens, ebony was always one of my favorites, either as a solid color or as an accent piece with a lighter wood. But certainly take advantage of that at that discount. Ebony's a good product, solid material, and makes a great pen.
Absolutely. And also we have 5-inch bed rail brackets. It's an 8-piece set, so it's everything you need for an entire bed. These are great if you need to repair ones that might have already been broken, or if you're making a bed and you want to have a quick, easy, secure fit. The side rails for the head and the footboard, the bed rail bracket is the way to go. And these are 15% off till the end of the month.
And these are great for not just making beds, but I've used this for knockdown shop furniture as well. The nice thing about it is they're heavy duty. You end up with a female and a male part. And if you're not familiar with how the bed hardware works, this little hook has got a slight curvature to it, and it actually embeds itself there. And with more pressure down, it locks in place. And I've built quite a few knockdown pieces for doing installs, as well as pieces that I don't always need in my shop, but I need to set them up quickly. This bed hardware makes a fantastic option for a lot of shop furniture that you may need that option with. So take advantage of that. One bag will get you enough to do a full set. So, at that price, why not buy two?
There you go. And then also the beginner craft carver set from Flex Cuts on sale, 15% off. It'll include everything that you need to get started in rewarding the world of wood carving. It includes an interchangeable palm handle, 3 carving blades, a Basswood boot blank, 16-page manual, and project instructional DVD.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. Just the quality that Flex Cut is made from, and what they put into their products, well worth the money. And if you're looking to get into it, I mean, having a little boot blank already built into the package, I mean, shoot, there's nothing else you got to buy but some, Band-Aids or something.
There you go. And let's talk about turning. If you're looking for a buffing set to be able to put onto a grinder, the Beal Bowl Buffing Kit 3-inch is a set of 3 bowl buffs that will help get that wax finish to a nice gloss.
Yeah, and these actually have the threads on the top, so it threads right into their system and enables you to just quickly change those out to be able to go from one compound to the next should you need to. But a set of 3 gets you going with all your wax and compound options.
Don't forget, if you see anything here that you're interested in, please visit woodworkingshop.com or call us at 800-228-0000. If you have other product questions on woodworkingshop.com, there's a chat box in the lower right-hand corner. We'll be glad to help you out. Let's see what else you got there. Oh, center finder. Now's a good time to find the center of your round or spigot piece. It's on your right-hand side by the milk.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. These are 20% off, so $5.56. That is a great option. Even a stocking stuffer. You know, there's certain days coming up, like Mother's and Father's Day. If you got someone who's turning in your life and they complain about having the trouble finding the center, this is a good option.
Yeah, it's hard enough finding center of a square item, but the nice thing about this is it helps you find the center of a round item as well. So if you're trying to find the center of a dowel so you can drill a small hole, this is a great item to have in your little collection of measuring tools. It's made of a very durable plastic, so it's a little flexible, and it does have a lip, so it'll catch that square, or it'll catch the round if you're doing a dowel. And then you got a nice long section here to be able to make your marks, rotate that around, and find that center very easily. I've got one of these. I've had it for a few years, and tell you what, I use it quite often, more than I thought I would.
And that will do up to 8-inch diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here. We got so much stuff. What about the UV Epoxy Kit?
Okay, we'll go that way.
UV. Yeah, let's go that way.
This is the small UV Epoxy Kit. What's nice about this is being that it is UV, that will hold up to UV inhibitor. It's got UV inhibitors in it, so it'll hold up outdoors. It won't discolor. It won't fade. Great product from Epoxy. We sell quite a bit of this to a lot of the folks doing a lot of the tables and things like that, and it helps prevent, like I say again, from fading and discoloration. And if you've not tried Epoxy, very good product and worth a try for sure.
Absolutely, and it says 500 milliliter bottles, but in your hands they look very big.
Yes, it's because I have giant basketball player hands. Not really.
Couldn't resist
Short,
that one.
stumpy meat sausages. That's why I'm glad I chose the small container.
Yes, and they're on sale for 10% off, so you can get that kit for $40. What about the Flex Cut 5-inch flexible draw knife?
Yep, we've actually got two items here that are similar. We've got this Flex Cut draw knife. What I like about, again, the Flex Cut products, the steel is very good. But since they make their products so sharp, they actually put this thing inside a leather sheath to protect you from it. And I need that because I'm pretty accident prone. But it's got a very sort of a curved blade, very sharp, honed out very well, but the handles are also curved. They're designed for ergonomic use. So as you are drawing that knife towards you, it enables you to have a more comfortable feel and more control as you perform that operation. It's all about keeping you safe.
And keeping it sharp after the fact when you're hitting those rivets.
Yes, that's why I held the pouch open so that I didn't hit the rivet.
And what about the Stanley Spoke Shave Flat Base?
I've never had to shave a spoke, but we have a lot of customers that like these things. I've never personally used one of these, but I've seen them used. It's a very intriguing tool myself, but this is built solid, very heavy, all metal construction, and the quality of the blade is also very good. I played with this a little bit yesterday. It's got a lot of very good, easy adjustability, and it's from Stanley, so it's going to be a good product.
Absolutely. So the draw knife is $42.46 on sale, 15% off. So that's a great deal. And then the spoke shave, which was $28.95, is now $26.06. Let's see. Did you get the valve markers? Oh, let's do that one. Yeah, the solid brass dovetail marker. Yep. Knock it out.
This is a new item for us. This is a cool little brass dovetail marker. It does have a 1:5 ratio and a 1:8 ratio. So if you're doing softwood, hit the 1:5. Your hardwood, you do the 1:8. It's got a nice lip on the back to be able to reference that off of. So if you do a lot of your own hand cut dovetails and you need something like this, that's built to last, well, obviously this is going to take care of it. So this new little dovetail marker is the way to go. If you're looking for one, now's the chance, since they are on sale, to get one for your apron or your drawer, whatever you use to set up to do your dovetails. now's the time to jump on that.
That's a quick reference piece for only $17.96.
And solid brass.
What about the fillable, refillable markers?
Yeah, I've got them hidden down here. If you want to do a lot of your own touch-up, we have options for you there. We have 3 different marker options. We have a water-based, an oil-based, and a solvent-based. You can simply, if you make a custom mix that you made to stain or paint your project, and you want to be able to touch that up, this allows you to be able to put it in that refillable marker, and now you've got a custom marker to touch up your custom woodwork.
Absolutely. And they're felt tip, double-sided, one chiseled, one pointed. So therefore you can, easily touch up the areas that might have gotten damaged. Or if you're a professional touch-up company and you're doing a lot more touch-up and you have the custom color, that also is a great option as well. But they'll work for water-based finishes, oil-based stains and finishes, as well as lacquer-based stains and finishes.
Yeah, so if you do a lot of installs, it would be worth buying quite a few of these to have on hand in your van ready to go. And your shop, when they spray your parts, they can go ahead and give you a little sample of that touch-up. And at least that's how we used to do it when I did a lot of installs. They would give us a touch-up of that custom color. So when we installed the molding crown or we had any dings or dents on the doors, we were able to repair them on site. This makes it so much easier to do so, and it's a lot cleaner and easier to do than just touching it up with a little artist brush.
Absolutely. And in the package is a sticker that you can write down your custom color name and then wrap it around the pen so it's very professional looking for your customers.
And we've also got this little Work Sharp outdoor pocket knife sharpener. This is a 2-sided deal. One side you have diamond, the other side you have the ceramic. So you'd want to do your main sharpening on the diamond side, do your honing on the ceramic. This has got a hole here so you can hook that up into, some kind of lanyard, tether it to your backpack if you're going camping. Whatever you may do, it's got a lot of functionality to it. And being that it's made by the Work Sharp, it's going to be durable. This is a rubberized end, so it's comfortable and it's grippy. So whether you're dealing in hot, wet, or snowy weather, this is not going to come out of your hands when you're trying to work your blades or sharpen up your knives, and it's very comfortable in your hands either way you go.
Yep. And let's see, that also has angle sets on either side. So those orange yellow areas are actually different angles. So you can put it down on the diamond side or on the other side to hone it in. That way you make sure that you get the correct angle each time.
Yep.
And those are on sale for $12.71. Great item for Father's Day or Mother's Day coming up.
For sure.
And what about a Basswood spoon blank?
Well, when I saw Basswood spoon on the list, I thought, oh, great, a big spoon for me to eat with. But this one's not carved yet. So I need someone to come carve it so I can use it to eat with it, But anyway, this is ready to go. It's already roughed out. So if you're wanting to get into spoon carving and you don't have the machinery to maybe cut this out, the rough shape, this would be a good way to get started. It's already roughed, ready to go. All you got to do is get the right tools and go to town. So the Basswood spoon blank is a good option for a beginner.
Absolutely. And any of the tools that we mentioned from FlexCut would be a great option as well if you want to start spoons. And then we also have different size Basswood blocks. We have 3-inch, 4-inch in 6 by 12 inches long. We also have a 4 by 4 by 12 inches long and a 1 by 10 by 12 inches long.
And it's buried on the bottom.
Yeah, but you get the idea. So large Basswood blanks are on sale at 10% off, as well as the spoon blank. So let's talk about the elephant in the room and all that safety you got sitting in the front.
What, you mean all of this?
Yes, GVS Ellipse Masks.
If you're doing a lot of woodwork and you need respiratory protection, we've got some stuff in stock ready to go for you. Obviously, we've got the Ellipse masks. We've got the anything from the small half mask to the larger cartridge half mask, as well as the half mask with the shield. So we've got a lot of the accessories for it as well, whether it be the overlaps. So if you wanted to pretend you're in NASCAR, you can put the overlays on, be able to peel that overlay right off that visor. And we've also got the hard case as well as some of the other filters as well.
So let's talk about those real quick. The original Ellipse Mask is a P100 NIOSH respirator with replaceable filters. It's compact, lightweight, flexible design, adapts and fits perfectly to the face and offers a full range of vision without interfering with eye or ear protections, which the user chooses to wear. So what's really nice about this is that if you have to wear a face shield, this is low profile and it won't get in the way of the face shield. Its efficiency being P100 means it's down to 3 micron. It is 99.97 efficient. Medical grade TPE conforms to ISO 10993-10, which is for 2010 irritations, is a latex and silicone and odor free. The valve body is nylon, inhalation, exhalation diaphragm is silicone. It is a 4-point adjustable elastated head and neck strap. So whenever you go to put this on, if you'll notice, on the very back of these, Chris, on the very back, there's actually like a strap to protect your hair from getting tangled into the strap itself. So if you are having longer hair or you have a hat on and you go to put this on, it's not going to grab your hair when you go take it off. So it keeps it very comfortable. So the original Ellipse with the original P100 mask is a nuance. It's dust. So anything like iron ore, coal, silica, cotton, graphite, and aluminum dust, it protects against all of that, as well as just regular wood, detergents, textile fibers, spices, salt, feed, you name it. So all of that stuff, normal organic compounds, this will filter out. We also have, the GV45100 item number is the small to medium size, and that is if you were to measure 4.5 inches from your nose to chin, and anything underneath that, the small and medium would be good for you. So we say basically 80% of people will use that size. And then the medium to large size, the GV45700, is a 5-inch from nose to chin, and about 20% will use that size. The replacement filters, GV32100, is for the silica, wood, cement, coal, metal dust. So just general working types of environments, it'll be fine for. The other one that we have, the GV45000, that is going to be everything that the 321 will do, but it also includes mold and asbestos protection.
Yeah, so essentially the nice thing about this mask, to put it plainly, is it's low profile and it's got a lot of filter options to suit just about every need you have. The biggest advantage I like about this is because of that low profile. When you're wearing it, you don't have those cartridges interfering with your line of sight. If you're needing to look down often, this is a great mask to have in your shop, in your bag, wherever you need it. I'm a huge fan of that one.
Yes, and then I like having the hey, there you are. I like having the valve out the front. So when you're looking downwards, as moisture does develop inside the mask, it doesn't drip out. So if you're doing a lot of finishing, this will not be a problem for you, or anything where you don't want to have the moisture that builds up inside the mask to come out. That is a great option about them. A lot of them have them on the bottom. And of course, when you're looking down, that's exactly where they're going to fall out. So low profile, we have both the regular nuance as well as the mold and asbestos. But let's talk about if you needed extra face protection. The Integra from Ellipse is a same thing. It's the Ellipse mask, but they have added a face protection to this. So it will help reduce the risks of non-compatibility or conformability, mist buildup. It's a large central non-return exhalation valve, which reduces the breathing resistance, which most people do kind of come in contact with whenever they're wearing a full face, like eye and mouth respiratory protection. The polycarbonate lens, though, which is kind of one of the highest in the industry, is it can withstand 120 meters per second, which is also 268 miles an hour or 393 feet per second impacts. It's coated in both an anti-fog and an anti-scratch coating, which is for longer durability in general for use. But if you have a situation like Chris was mentioning, you want those NASCAR style peel-aways, we also have those extra protections on the front. If you're doing a lot of metal work, we highly suggest that. Anything with silica, or if you're doing sandblasting, that would be a good option too. Nice
I'm
part is,
I'm a fan too. If you do a lot of spray finishing in tight areas, that's a great way to keep from having your mask ruined. If you get a lot of that overspray on you, you can simply peel that overlay off, and you got clean line of sight to finish your spraying. So
that's a good point.
Huge benefit there too.
And if you're if you have an Ellipse Mask now and you're looking to upgrade or to extend your line of safety products into the Integra, both of the filters will work on the same. So the same Ellipse line of filters works on both masks. But what happens if you're into organic vapors? Like if you're into finishing, you're into auto body work, if you're into more types of odor situations, that's where we have the OV mask. And this is again, P100 NIOSH respirator, still lightweight. You can still wear eye protection, ear protection, and it won't get in the way of it. But the nice part about this is that it has large charcoal canisters to keep the vapors out. Let's see here. So it's great for heavy duty industries like welding, fumes, and confined spaces, solvents, and various organic gases. So no acid gas with this particular one. That is a special cartridge, but it will do everything else. Pesticides. So if you have someone who is into spraying for pests or into agriculture for spraying pesticides, this mask will handle it. Automotive epoxies, regular epoxies like epoxy pores, paint and solvents. It is medical grade TPE, conforms to the 1099-10. Also, 100% of the filters are sodium chloride tested. That's huge if you're in the industry and anything near marine. If you do anything at all that requires a salt bath, salt extraction, these filters have been tested against that and they will not degrade. Same thing though, it's P100 means it is 99.97 or 3 microns. It will do 1,000 parts per million of carbon tetrachloride, but regular organic vapors and gases are up to 5,000 parts per million. So that's huge if you're in a spray shop with low ventilation, or if you're in that welding situation with low ventilation, then as long as it's under 5,000 parts per million, you're good to go.
Yeah, so if you need respiratory protection, we got it.
Absolutely. Now, can you just give me real quick on what the P100 stands for? Because there's a lot of these names and numbers being thrown around, but what can a woodworker or anyone who's looking for a mask kind of get an idea of why there's a P100 and why maybe they haven't heard of it before?
Well, everybody's more familiar with like the N series. Then there's a P series and there's an R series. The N series means that it is not going to protect you against petroleum or oil. The P will.
Okay, so the N simply means that if you get any kind of an oil environment where oil spray is coming up, then that filter will clog. So what's really nice about these P100s is the fact that you are in a situation where if you're spraying, oil-based polyurethanes, for instance, then the P100 is actually going to be able to have the oil on the filter and still keep filtrating. That's the big difference here.
Yeah, that's key. So, I mean, if you're just doing general finish, things like that, you're okay. But if you're doing anything in the oil industry, you're definitely going to want the P version of that.
Yep. And so that's also why the sodium chloride testing is important, because in that industry, gas and oil, there's a lot of that happening as well. So we have it approved for abrasive and proud of it. This is my personal mask that I use, 25 years of spray finishing. I love this mask. Out of all of them that I've tried, this is my favorite one by far. And I've sprayed some pretty harsh chemicals. Love it. So $36.98. If you go anywhere on the web and look at the price of these things, this sale price is much cheaper than our regular price. Obviously is cheaper, but overall we've got a great deal on these in general. So 10% off at $36.89. You're not going to find a better mask for under $40. And then if you want the OV replacement filter packs, just the filters, and Chris will show us, what those look like individually, they're $21.56. So it's a great deal.
Yeah. So I broke this mask apart so that you could get a better glimpse of kind of what this looks like. So this simply detaches from the mask. You will dislodge it from the inner part of the filter, and then there's got another lip that dislodges from around this. So it's two ways, and then you're simply going to slide that right away. This also comes apart. So the pre-filter that protects the regular filter, this disassembles as well. So when you replace it, this is what you're going to replace it with. And then you'd be ready to go, lock and load on your mask again. It's a quick change out, just a couple of minutes. And again, if you want to pretend you're in NASCAR, you can get the other one and get the overlay. So, again, however you want to do it. But on this one, this is the option for changing out those filters. This snaps right on, and then this re-engages back into the assembly just like that.
Yeah, but taking a look at the cutaway here in this picture, having those extra ribs for where the mask actually seats gives you double protection versus other masks on the market where they really just have the center hole where the valve is the only thing that connects to the mask. So this, you have two different forms of sealing out those gases to ensure your safety.
And if I could get you a better camera angle, I would show you the inside, how quick that snapped back in place. I don't know if you can get the right lighting in there, but that snapped back in place. And then it's got a little locking piece here that actually will engage that and lock that back in place.
Yep, there's a little tab on the inside that locks it in place so it doesn't. So if you're walking around the shop and you accidentally hit it, you're not going to remove it while you're in the middle of an area that might be contaminated. So there's a lot of safety features involved with the GVS line, and the Ellipse line is one of the best out there by far. These masks, this one in particular, is the only one made in Great Britain. The rest of them are all made in the United States.
Yeah, and this the way that the strap affixes on there, it slides right into a dovetail piece, and you can barely hear it click, but it does. And then once you do, there's a little screw button that locks that whole assembly onto that. So now, I mean, literally while we were talking, I reassembled that very quick, fairly quickly, and now you're ready to get back to work should you ever have to change these on the fly.
Yep. So hope that helps out some of what our email specials are. If you don't get our email specials, please by all means check out woodworkingshop.com. In the lower box on the right-hand side, there is going to be a sign up for our emails, or call us at 800-228-0000 to get signed up for them. Mr. Jerry Meismer says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Jerry. And Connor's Day says, hey, Jerry, the man, the myth, the legend by far. He was at our Hickory store this past Saturday turning a cowboy hat. If you'd like to see some pictures of that, please check out Klingspor's Woodworking Shop of Hickory, and that'll be listed there. But if we don't,
he signed my head.
He did sign Chris's head. We do have pictures of that. He took them. But don't forget, you can also reach out to us, sales at woodworkingshop.com, if you have questions or concerns. But by all means, operators are standing by, 800-228-0000. Shop us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at woodworkingshop.com.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Absolutely. So for Abrasive and Proud of It Live, I'm Mike Z.
I'm Chris.
Everyone have a great day. What, I'm sorry, what were we going to say?
I said, I'll see you next time.